Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly, and here's our pals, Mr. Wilby, Miss Pickles, and little baby Wilby Pickles. If you see that red live button up at the top, that means you're catching us live, and I hope you are. First of all, let's fix this. Let's fix this craziness. Because we're crafting today with the Creative Clubhouse group. You guys, this is our Sunday event for the Creative Clubhouse group. So come on in, say hello when you pop on so we know who's there. When I say we, it's me, the voices in my head, and all of my pals sitting here. Let me bring up my computer so I can see if anyone's jumped on and joined us yet. Hold, please. Hello, Miss Shauna and Miss Susie. Happy Sunday. Okay, let's see. I think I'm out there in the Facebook land. Let's see. Miss Donna's just finishing up over on her page. Hello, Miss Teddy Bear. How are you, friend? Okay, zip it. Hello, Miss Krista. Hello, Miss Shauna. How are you doing, friend? All right. Happy Sunday. My neighbor's out mowing his lawn. Seems odd. It's like really cold, but he must just felt the need. Hello, Miss Becca. How are you? Well, I'm going to move our friends, the Pickles, Wilby Pickles family over here. Ooh, almost dropped them. To the right on their little ledge. Thank you for sprinkling, friend. You guys, I'm going to do a craft today with this clipboard that I got at an estate sale. Because, you know, the estate sale where it was previously a pharmacy. Hello, Miss Kathy. You're in the grocery store you're watching. Oh my gosh, I hope you turned me down. Good Lord. Scaring all the people. You got me shared. Thanks, girl. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, if you didn't see Miss Jenny this morning, she created this cutest, I know she was like her Copacabana girl or whatever. Was she a bunny? Because she was so stinking cute. I did compare her to Phyllis Diller, though. I mean, hello, Mother and Miss Lena. All right, real quick, I'm going to blow my nose because every time I go live, my nose starts to run. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but here we are. So, this clipboard I picked up, because I've seen some really cute crafts with clipboards. Hello, Miss Shannon. You don't see green grass, only white snow. Oh, still? Oh, yuck. All right, so I did paint a little, a layer of moss on the back of that. So I think what I'm going to do is do that same thing on the front. I'm like, where did my stuff go? I'm going to use some scrapbook paper on here. We're going to zhuzh this up. She was a bunny. Yes, Phyllis Diller. She did look like Phyllis Diller. Her ears were amazing. She was so cute. She was so cute. Okay, so we're going to take some moss, Waverly moss. And we're going to paint the front of this clipboard. Now, some of this will probably be covered. I probably don't need to paint the whole thing. Maybe I'll just go around the edges. But I want to get up here at the top where this pesky little metal part is, because you just can't, it's hard to work around that little guy. You can't really, you know, you can cut around it, but it's just not fun. It's just not fun to get that paper. Trust me, I did a little pre-work on this, and it was just not going well. So we're gonna have to dry it right in this section. Let's dry a couple times so we can get this. Hello, Miss Devonna. Miss Sparky on here. This morning, my husband and I went to the grocery store, and I was popped. I'm hardly ever on my personal page. I'm on my hello, Miss Branya. How are you, friend? I'm always on the business side. So this morning, I happened to be on the personal side, and it was showing people with birthdays today, and it said Miss Sparky had a birthday today. I was like, oh, it's Sparky's birthday? So I said, happy birthday, Sparky. Then a few minutes later, I looked and she had posted. She's like, I don't know why Facebook says it's my birthday today. Apparently it's not. I said, happy unbirthday. I mean, I would have just went with it. Just went with it. Oh, shoot. It was too funny because I hardly ever do that. And then there she was. Whoops. Not really her birthday. Hello, Miss Marlene and Miss J. Will. How are you, Miss Janice? Okay. I know this is kind of weird, but I'm just trying to get that painted at the top before we start to zhuzh this thing up. We gotta zhuzh it up. Sure, this is gonna be much more exciting than the life that previously lived in the pharmacy. in the pharmacy. Oh, shoot. Mother, they're all saying hi to you. All right, that's kind of, whoo. Got it. Almost clipped me. Almost clipped me. You guys, we have a guest in our home this week. Her name is Winnie. She's one of Espen and Edgar's puppies. Oh, she's a sweetheart. She's a little sassy one, let me tell you. Now, if you remember the litter, when we had the litter, she was Panay. She was the chunky girl. She was the one who got her. She got her home first. There, that's her crying. If you can hear that little, she probably heard me. She's like, Grandma. That's what she calls me Grandma. Grandma, you put me away. Maybe come down here. My husband doesn't handle the dogs very well. Like when we have all the dogs, you know, and it gets a little chaotic. He doesn't handle that very well. So I'm like, okay, she's been running around for quite some time. Let's put her in her crate while I'm crafting. Take all the other dogs to the other end of the house and give her a little break. Oh, shoot. Give her a little break. All right. This will be much easier once I can get this part painted. I don't have to hold this clip up. This is kind of heavy. It's got a lot of tension behind it. Goodness gracious. I did see somewhere where they took like one of those, you know, those clips, you know, like and you can hold it up, and I'm thinking, I don't even know, this thing's pretty strong. Pretty strong. So I went to 3 estate sales yesterday. It was a busy morning. The first one, I bought nothing. Can you believe it? I bought nothing. Well, when I got there, I was probably like the 5th person in line. But when I went in, somebody went right into the room with like the, hello, Miss Carol T. How are you, friend? Somebody went right into the room with like the doilies and things, like stuff that I would like want to go through. So there's a lady going through those. So I was like, okay, I'll wait. Well, then I was like, okay, well, let her look, and then I'll come back. Well, then I went and did everything else, came back, and then there was another lady looking. I was like, excuse me, did you not know that I had reserved my space? Just kidding, just kidding. And she just stood there and just kept buying and buying and buying. I was like, why don't you just take them all? She was like, okay. No, I didn't say anything. So there wasn't really anything, I don't even know that anything that she bought I would even really want anyway, because they weren't like the typical, I think they were like kind of like valances, like they were curtain valances, like lace valances, so they were kind of cool, but I'm like, I'll be okay. So I walked out of there with nothing. Good day, sir, nothing. You get nothing. I didn't, I get nothing. That was crazy. I even tried it in the garage. I was like, I mean, I picked up some things and I'm just like, none of these things are really that exciting. So then I went to the, hello, Miss Beth, how are you? So then I went to this other estate sale with a company that I'd never been, I'd never seen these people before in this city. And, really good prices. I got myself a cutter quilt. I was excited about that. Stole it. Just kidding. I didn't steal it, but I got a good deal on it. So that'll be coming in the future. And then I went to the regular company sales that I go to. I went to their other one, which wasn't too far away from the other company, and I bought a couple things. I spent $4 at that one. Nothing too exciting. It was a condo. Condo life, they don't, for the most part, condo life people, I'm just speculating from my condo life, not my personal condo, my condo estate sale shopping life, they just don't have a lot of things because they don't have a lot of space. So, anyway, they have more like big things, like, you know, like a lot of furniture. Like, they had some really nice mattresses there. Oh, geez, I gotta get that top right there. They had some really nice mattresses, like memory foam. They were like single, you know, like single beds. I was like, oh, Those are really nice, but the mattresses were already sold. But you could buy the box springs, you know, and all that stuff. I mean, was it the box, or was it just the frame? Maybe it was just the frame. Maybe they had grabbed it. I don't know. But I read the sign, and so somebody had to be coming back to get the mattresses. But they were nice mattresses. I was like, that would be a good deal if you needed mattresses. But anyway, okay. So, you want a good cutter quilt? You just got to be checking those details. They actually had 2 of them there yesterday. Hello, Miss Glenna. The other one didn't have a good backer on it. And I told the lady, I'm like, if this had a better backer on it, I'd buy it. But it just didn't have a good... It didn't have good bones, right? So it wasn't going to go. Hello? How is it? Kelsia? Am I saying it right? Welcome in, friends. Okay. So, I know this kind of looks like a hot mess. What did Jenny say her bunny's ride was going to be called? Bunny's Hot Mess Express. This is going to go along with it. This is going right along with it. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I think I'm done with that. I think we're done with that for now. So I was all over the place with what I was going to do with this. Like, what I guess I still kind of am. I don't know. I still kind of am. Okay, so I went through my scrapbook paper trying to decide what I wanted to put on here. And I really love this scrapbook paper that has the sunflowers on it. And the back, it has all these just different, you know, like pictures on the back. So I was thinking maybe it would be really cool to just kind of go up, not all the way to the top, but maybe underneath here. If we do a little tearing and just kind of center it out with this material, it would be kind of cool. With this paper, it would be kind of cool. What do you guys think? Now, I've got ripping rulers here, so let's use them because, you know, you buy the things, you should just use them every once in a while. Okay, so we have a plethora of here. These all came as a set, so, because I don't know that I ever used this, like, EKG one. That reminds me of EKG, like, flat line. Wait, where's the flat line? Flat line. We don't need that one either. Okay, and that's zigzaggy. We don't want that. That's a good option. Ooh, the wavy might be fun. There's 2 wavies. Look. Oh, that one might be fun. You like this paper? This paper, Miss Jenny, this paper came from Jasper. You remember when we went to, what was it called? Doodlebugs. This came from Doodlebugs. It's called Cartabella Paper Company. Yeah, I love it. And there's another one that like this. This one, like, it's got that, and it matches that. You see that right there? And on the back, this one has bees, but it's all the same company. This Cartabella, this is called Bumblebees. This one is called 3x4 journaling cards. Doesn't have a name. That's rude. That's rude. How rude. All right, well, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here. Can I get that all in there? Okay, let me think about this for a minute. I gotta think about how I need to rip this. Okay, I'm gonna have to rip it like, no, let's see. Rip it like this. Okay, I rip it like this. Okay, I had to think about that. Doodlebugs was so much fun. They didn't even know what they were getting into when Miss Janice called and said, we're coming in May and look out, because we're crazy. And we're just gonna buy your whole store. I mean, they were happy. Whoops, I'm just gonna try to get that as straight as I can. Is that straight? That looks pretty straight. Maybe if I move this and put it on the actual page that has the ruler, we could tell if it was straight. How's that? Oh, sometimes you buy the books and they eat the covers. That's what my dad used to say. Oh, shoot. Okay, I think that looks pretty straight. Let's rip this down here. Where did you get the cutting rulers? Yep, Amazon. And they come, all of those come in, they're, I don't know, I could show you the name of it. Okay, I'm going to try to rip this the best I can, you guys. Because this is cardstock, so, it's a little bit harder than just regular paper. Well, that's cute. Look at that. We'll keep that. We might need that. We'll see how this really did. Not too shabby. Some of it's kind of, you know, ripped in there, but we can probably distress that up anyway. But it's good. It's good. All right, let me see now. Now, if we put this up like this, that's going to go under there anyway, so we're not going to see that. We'll try to do better on the next part. We'll try to do better. Let's see. Do that like that, and maybe if we go in about, maybe like there. Now, it might not be straight, but that's okay. Let's just do that. And we're gonna go just like, that one's over a little bit further. It might be a little crooked. It might be a little thicker on one side. I don't really care, right? Just get it on there. I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness. I've got a lot going on right now. With this puppy, she is a lot of work. And I reminded my husband, this is why we don't really need another puppy. This puppy is only, oops, that's not right. This puppy is only, she was born December 1st. So you do the math. That's not right either. You guys help me here. Someone help me. I'm just going to hold it down like this. Someone help me. Just kidding. We're just going to go like this. Yeah, she was born December 1st. So she's just a little puppy. She's just a little tiny puppy. She just is crazy. She is, whoops. She is like 10 pounds though. She's bigger than Edgar. And she also is as big as one of the puppies from Edna's litter. All right, that's not perfect, but it looks pretty good there. She, one of the puppies from Edna's litter, his mom messaged me last night and she sent me pictures and she said, yeah, he's 10 pounds, like 4 ounces, and they're almost 1. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Winnie's a little beefcake. But she was big when she was born. Like, she's already bigger than Edgar. I mean, I think she weighs more than Edgar. She doesn't, size-wise, she's smaller than him still, but weight-wise, she's a big girl. Hello, Miss Dawn. You like this paper? I think this is going to be cute on here. It's not perfect. Where it's ripped. Maybe I can go with the scissors a little bit and try to fix it a little bit, but it didn't rip perfect. But it's probably because it's cardstock and it's a kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I got that right. All right, so where do we need to do it down here? About right. Let's just do it right. About right there. Close enough. Close enough. He's a mini sausage. Edgar is a little, and yeah, and I think that's the size of the ones from Edgar and Edna's litter. Edna's skinnier too, so it's just funny, the ears on those dogs. They have long, was there 4 long hair? I think there were 4 that were long hair, and their ears are so long. They're like little Dumbos. Long ears. Okay, let's see what we can do here with fixing some of this with where'd that come from? I don't know. Yeah, well, no, yeah, it's one of the puppies from Espen and Edgar's litter. When they got her, or when they were contemplating buying her, they were kind of like, I don't know what we would do with her because we're gonna go on spring break and we wouldn't have anywhere to do with her. And I was like, of course I'm just gonna be like, well, if that's the only thing that's holding you up from buying this beautiful little puppy, I volunteered I say we will watch her. And here she is. So she came on Thursday and she's been a good puppy. She will sleep through the night. However, my little pains in the rumps don't even sleep through the night. Edna apparently has a small bladder because she always has to get up in the night. So when she gets up, everyone has to get up. Gabby doesn't, our black lab, she doesn't get up. She just kind of looks at you like, "Rrr." But the other fools all jump up. And so now, you know, I'll get up and let them out. Of course, she hears it, so I let her out. But she goes potty and goes right back in her crate. And so, all right, we're getting there. We're just trying to make this look a little bit better with our little ziggy zaggies. It didn't work as best as I thought, or as good as I would hope it would, but it's because it's cardstock. I think it just didn't rip exactly, but it's, no, it's good. It's good. No, she's a puppy sitting. Wait. Oh. Mother was just replying to that. Okay, that's going to go at the top. This one down here looks better, so we'll put that at the bottom. Yeah, Miss Kristen, no more puppies. Oh, actually, the other two, Edgar and Espen, are getting ready. We're going to get them. We're done. No more puppies. We are done. Hello, Miss Barb. No more puppies. Okay, so whoever was asking, was it Miss Teddy Bear? The brand, you can just go on Amazon and look up like 7-piece metal ruler, but this is a company called, it's Henoyso. It's going to be backwards. It's like Henoyso, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, that's what it is. That's what it is. You have 3 long-haired dachshund puppies. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. I just love them. All right, you guys, what do you think? It's going to be cute on there, isn't it? It's going to be cute. All right, so let's take some Mod Podge and put this down onto our... Sorry, that's one I just washed. It's still a little wet. Paisley is 4 and still wakes me up. Oh my, every 2 hours? Oh, good Lord. That's not fun. Edna's not that bad. Edna will be 4. Husband and Edna will be 4 here in June. No, not that often. Holy moly. Better cut her off from her liquids about 6 hours before bedtime. Oh, shoot. Get her a little diaper. Like Edgar. Oh, shoot. Too funny. All right, I'm getting Mod Podge all over my table. Lovely, lovely. All right. Let's go to this end. So I'm trying to think, what's been happening in our neighborhoods lately here? Anything exciting? Not really. I guess they did some, I don't know if there was a big, you know, the picketing, you know, the whole whatever they were doing yesterday. Apparently where they were here in Battle Creek, which originally we got a list at work and it didn't even show Battle Creek even on it. So it must be somebody just decided, oh, we better pick it. So why not? Anyway, they were right by the Olive Garden. So everybody was like, oh, are they picketing the new Olive Garden? I don't know. It's so stupid. Oh, shoot. Whatever. You know that Nosy A's page. They're going to tell you whatever they want to say. All right, let's see. Let's get this on here. Hopefully I can get it somewhat straight with this little clampy clamp. It's going to help me hold it down there. Hello, Miss Nora. Oops, that looks a little crooked down there, doesn't it? That looks a little crooked. Does that look better? I think that looks better. It's not going to be perfect, you guys. You should know this with these crafts. It's not going to be perfect. I think it looks pretty cute, though. Well, thank you for sprinkling the love. I appreciate that. Now, I think we're going to go right over this with a Mod Podge because it's going to have something to hold this down. So let's just do it. And I'm getting so low on my Mod Podge. I need to order some. I'm going to go along the edge here where... First, I'm going to do that and just get that all on there. Just get that all on there. That'll help that, hold that down. And then we'll go over the top. I think I'm just into making messes today. Making messes. So my husband had a colonoscopy on Thursday. All is well. You know, he's had diverticulitis twice. And so they were at the last, I just flung Mod Podge right in my lap. Hold please. It's gonna be a little sticky situation down here if I don't wipe that up. So the doctor said that since he's had it a couple times, well, he has because he's not in a active, what do you call it, an active flare-up. It's diverticulosis is what the condition is. When it's diverticulitis, when it's inflamed, right? Because itis is like infection. So he said that he would consider, if he wanted to remove that section, he would consider that. I mean, he would be okay with that. You know, like if he wanted to remove that section of the colon, he could do that. But that would mean a lot of time off work and eats. So I'm not sure. Like, but it also would prevent any future flare-ups because it would be gone. Well, thank you for the stars, Miss Beverly. She doesn't drink a lot? Well, she just likes to be up, apparently, huh? She just likes to be up. All right, now let's go right over the top of this whole thing and hold this down. So yeah, I don't know what he's going to decide. The doctor said that, you know, we need to go into the office and have that sit-down discussion, not something you discuss, you know, standing by the hospital bed after you know, a procedure where you're still kind of out of it. You're not supposed to be making decisions anyway, right? No signing papers or anything. But they make you sign your discharge papers. That never makes sense to me. Like, don't sign anything important, but here, sign that you understand that you just had this procedure done. You're not going to do X, Y, and Z for the rest of the day. Oh. He did have a little incident with his IV. I've never seen. I'm just thinking that this particular hospital area, it's not really a room, you know, it's like a place where they just park the bed and have a curtain around it, right? You know, one of those places. You guys all know what I'm talking about. Mother was in the same exact room when I took her for her EGD before she had to have her surgery. And she had they tried multiple times to get her IV in, and when she got back to the room, they went to put her under, and they were getting ready to start the procedure, and Mother was not under. And she's just staring at them, and they're all like, why are you not sleeping? Well, okay, fast forward. My husband had the same thing happen. What on earth? Your boss is going through diverticulitis now. She's having oh yeah. So I'm like, that's creepy. We were in the same room. It wasn't the same nurse. Oh, you got a bubble right there, y'all. You got a bubble right up in there. Oh, get out of there, bubble. Get out of there. That big old bubble. I probably didn't get good Mod Podge down there when I put that on there. That's probably why. I know, it's crazy. So what happened with him is that one nurse tried to put an IV like here and here, and I'm like, why are you trying to put it in his hand? The hand is the worst part, right? Like, put it in there. That is the back of the hand is just so ugh. I hate that. And they do that. So the other nurse, she put it in the arm, and then, like I said, when they got back there, basically his arm filled with the propofol, and he's like, they said, are you not feeling it? And he said, I feel like there's a baseball in my arm. Okay, you guys, it's all sealed. And it was all in his arm. So when he came back and he was out of it, you know, he was just kind of like, oh. He was thinking that all that propofol that went into his arm was going to make him be more tired. You know, like he could go the rest of the day, you know, he'd be like really super tired. And they were like, yeah, probably not. Probably not. So, but that's what he was telling the nurse. He's like, oh, do you think this will make me tired for the rest of the day? He was fine. All right, you guys, we're gonna grunge up this clip part, okay? Because we can't leave that. We can't leave that silver. We gotta grunge it up. Oh, any new scoop on our neighbors? Well, he was just mowing the lawn over here, which I told my husband, I'm like, he never mowed the lawn. He was like, well, he did every once in a while. I'm like, no, his stepson mowed the lawn. Like, I'm the nosy one. You're telling me I know what's going on. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, he was mowing. He's back. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. All right, so let me hold this up here. I'm going to put some Mod Podge on here, okay? That's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a little bit at a time. So yeah, after that, I think I didn't record him this time. Last time he had last time he had a colonoscopy, I recorded him, and he was mad because I recorded him. This time, I didn't record him, but he said funny things. He said, well, he was starting, oh, I'm frozen? Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Oh no, I don't, it doesn't look frozen on this end. Am I frozen anywhere else, you guys? Always tell them, put it in my arm. Didn't even know the nurse put it. Oh, you didn't even know? Well, you know, they don't really they just start looking for veins, you know, and I don't know, a lot of times, I told him, I said, I think it's where the nurse feels the most comfortable putting it. Like, that's where I think some of them do what they do. Okay, there's a little bit on there. Okay, good. So, when this guy wheeled him back, and he was kind of being all sassy. He was saying some things, and I was like, shh, don't say that. But he wasn't saying it really loud. But then this other nurse came in, who was like the one who was like the discharge nurse, and she said, okay, well, we're gonna take this. They must have had like I've never seen this before, but they had like this Velcro. It was black, like a seatbelt. She says, we're going to take this like seatbelt off you, because I think it was just so he didn't roll out of bed or whatever. And he goes, safety first, it's the law. And I'm just dying laughing, because he's so out of it. She laughed. And then he goes, well, he probably used the S word, but he said, did I poop on anyone? He was so worried that when he was back there, he pooped on somebody, I guess. And she goes, well, I don't know. She was just funny. She goes, well, I don't know. I wasn't in the room. Then she goes, but it would have been funny if you did. It's not like it's not anything they hadn't seen before. I don't know. It's just funny. Hello, Miss Judy. Oh my gosh. She just cracking me up with just saying funny things like that. All right, I'm going to put a little bit on this back part right here, since you'll see that. But really, that was the only funny. He came out of it pretty. He thought for sure he was going to be there a while, because all that extra propofol in his system. He was sure that he was going to be there longer, or he was going to be out longer. But yeah, I don't know. So I think unless he decides to do anything further, we're done for hopefully a while. Hopefully he doesn't have any more issues anytime soon with that. So, all right, you guys, we're just putting cinnamon on our Mod Podge. I even say what I was using. It's cinnamon. If you didn't know, it's cinnamon. Getting that all in the little nooks and crannies, and then we're going to seal it up, and then we'll make it all dark and crusty. Hello, Dust Cove Creations. How are you, friend? All right, so there's what we have. So now we're going to, first of all, let me Let me collect it. Make sure you collect your, what the heck? Bend in the middle paper plate. Make sure you put your cinnamon back in your jar. You guys remember that cinnamon challenge people were doing? What were they doing? Sniffing the cinnamon or snorting the cinnamon or something? Kids. Tide Pod, cinnamon, I don't know. They're just always doing crazy things. Always doing the crazy things. That medicine makes you, it makes you mean, Miss Debbie? Do they record you? Because that's some good footage of Miss Debbie being mean. Oh, shoot. Yeah, last time my husband he was hilarious. But when he came back the last time, he was, you know how they put you on your side for those kind of procedures? Obviously, because they have to, you're going in the back side, so they put you on your side. Well, he was on his side, but he had his head buried in the pillow. Like, he had his head, like, all the way down, like he almost flipped over. I don't know what he was doing back there. Taking the whole spoonful of cinnamon. Is that what it was? I knew it was something crazy, like, oh, and they put it in their mouth, didn't they? I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but it was quite brilliant. All I know. Ding dongs. But yeah, he was talking a lot that time. It was so funny. And yeah, I did record that, and yeah, he was not happy with me about that. But I'm like, it's just funny. And then when I had mine, he was like, oh, I'm going to pay you back, blah, blah, blah. I didn't say anything. I'm like, sorry. I had nothing to say. I had nothing to say. Oh, shoot. All right, I think I got that all pretty good. And then we'll dry that. Yeah, that was a few years ago. And maybe, are they doing any more stupid challenges anymore? I haven't seen any. Every once in a while, those silly challenges pop up. I don't know who comes up with those and thinks that's a great idea, but whatever. Whatever. All right, try not to pull that off there. I could put a little bit more cinnamon on that spot right there. All right, I'm going to put a little bit, whoops, a little bit more right there because I pulled off my little brush. Pulled it off there. I love the way this looks when you do this. I have, remember that, made that mason jar sign, that welcome sign? I have it upstairs on my, it's going to work with me. I just haven't made it, hasn't made it there yet. I did that, the top of that jar with this, and it is so crusty looking. I just love it. I love that look. All right, let's try that. You haven't seen any of it. Hello, Miss Ruth. Well, there's Miss Sparky. Happy unbirthday, Miss Sparky. I was saying earlier that I never wish people happy birthdays because I just never see it. And I saw yours, and then you said it wasn't your birthday. I laughed. I said, well, leave it to me to actually see on the day when it's not really your birthday. Make sure that's... I'm going to wipe that because that got all right there. Let's wipe that up. Hello, Miss Stephanie. How are you, friend? Okay, I'm just going to wipe this because we put Mod Podge down here so we could wipe that. Wipe that extra cinnamon, that line when I put that on there. So we wipe that away. We wipe that away. Okay, I didn't take it off. Oh, maybe a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm going to take some, we're going to go, here, let me hold it up so you guys can see. See, we got it all crusty for the most part. And the back isn't perfect. Don't look it down in there because it's not. I'm not going to stuff it all the way down in there. Did you put it on Facebook that your birthday was today? Is your birthday soon? Can we prepare for it? I'll be prepared for next time. I'm good. I am good. All right, so let's take some, I think we're done with that. Let's take some chalk teak and go along the edges here and just darken the edges. Okay, let's do that. Now we did Mod Podge it, so you might not get a good on the actual, on this part, but I'm going to try to go along the edges. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what we get here. How much time do we have? Okay. You guys, up next is Miss Branya, Queen Bee's Bits and Bobbles. She's up next. And we are in the Creative Clubhouse group, so you guys have to make sure that you are in the group so that you can just refresh and see the next crafter. You don't have to go finding pages. We do it for you. We do all the hard work for you. You just got to refresh your screen. Refresh your screen. All right, let's see how this works. Let's see. Ideally, you do this before you Mod Podge. But I think I got some good grunge going on there. Look, some good. It's getting that paper good. It's going in beside that. I used up all my paper towels. I think I have some in the cabinet, but I didn't realize I have two sides on my paper towel holder thing here. Apparently I used them up last time, and then I went to the other side and I was like, oh, we're getting low. We're getting low on the supplies. So if anybody purchased anything from my auction that just closed yesterday, I'll be working on it. I'll be getting you invoiced. I'm just trying to wrangle a puppy and the other nightmares. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, we did have an incident on Friday, the second day the puppy was here. Edna and Espen decided to have a girl fight. We had a girl fight, and Espen got a cut on her face, and that was great. And they're just naughty when the puppies are here. My husband's like, so this is probably the last time we're gonna puppy sit? I'm like, probably the last time we're gonna be able to puppy sit, because Edna, she just wants to be the alpha. Espen actually started it, and Edna ended it, and it was not good. It was not good. Okay, you guys, I like how that looks. I like that. You see that grunginess on the sides there? That's cool. I love it. Okay, let me see if I can dry it a little bit. I did get some wax on my leg. That's great, but these are old jeans, so I don't care. Craft jeans. They're crafting jeans. I think that looks pretty good. I do. Let's see. What do we have left on here? Now, I could have, let's see. I was trying to figure out what else I could put on here. What else I could put on here? I could take, trying to put the lid on that, my goodness. I could take this paper that we have left. I don't really have a good stuff. No, the puppies were from Espen and Edgar. So the ones that were just born in December. Yep. She's only, what, 4 months old, 5 months old? December 1st. Yeah. I don't know if I want to do anything. What do you guys think? What else should I add to this? What else would you add to this? Espen is mean. She's kind of a turkey. She's kind of a turkey. She is just not. I don't know what else I want to put on here, you guys. I don't know what else I want to put on here. Oh, What should we put on here? We've got time. We got time to zhuzh it up more. What should I do? Somebody give me some great ideas. I don't know what else I want to do to it. I did that. Now I don't know. And nothing that you can see. You're like, nothing. Just leave it alone, huh? Just leave it. Now, I did think about, we could try this. I did think about just a small bow. I could put a bow on it. I did think about taking one of my stencils. Not that it would really match, but just to play around. I mean, look, guys, this is just a clipboard, right? We can do whatever to it. But I have one of these stencils that I got from, I think I got these from Temu. This is like one of those, it has birds on it. I don't know how this would look. Let's just play around. I've never done this before. Would the magnetic flower work on the clip? Oh, it might. Well, I don't know, since like, well, it probably would, because it would probably go through the garden. But guys, look at this stencil. Maybe that would be kind of cool. See if I can put some, now I know it's kind of blending in, but I wonder if it would kind of look cool if I put it down here and just took some of the spackle. I haven't tried this before on top of Mod Podge. Let me see if it'll work. Let me see if it'll work. Almost tipped over. What about a sunflower on the clip? That I did pull out. Okay, since that's, I'm going to put that right like that. Since that's Mod Podge, it should be okay to put tape on it because it's sealed. I want to just hold this down. Because I'm thinking if I just do this part right here, see how it works, you guys. See how it works. I don't know. We're about to find out. I buy these things and I don't use them. And I was like, okay, I've got spackle in here. Let's try this. Because I always see people do that. Whoops. All right. Patching plaster and fast and final lightweight spackle. Is that what we should use? Stencil with texture. Well, we're going to go in. Is this what I want to use? Spackling? Is that what I want to use, you guys? I've got this patching plaster. That's thicker, though. I don't think that's what I want. I think I actually used that to patch some plaster. I did. I used that up in our bedroom. Could have just stenciled that. You could just stencil that all over the board. Well, here's why I'm going to just try this one area, because I'm scared it's not going to look good. Because I don't know if I'm good at this. I probably will go over it with, if I can dry it, I probably would go over it with some chalk teak. All right. What do I want to use? Spackle. Where's the spackle thingy? The little palette. That's what I need, right? Oh, Lordy Lou, where is it? You guys know I never put it back where it belongs. We've had this issue before, remember? I don't put things back in the right spot. I mean, it's probably over in one of these cups, but not the cup I'm looking at. Let's see. Is it in here? I might just have to use something else. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it fell down. Hello, Miss Dana. Well, this is not exactly what I was thinking of. Look, but it's close. It's part of that set. It's part of that set. All right. Well, this is like Dollar Tree. Let's try it, you guys. Oh my gosh, a little bit. I don't know. Ugh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know. I guess worst thing that's gonna happen is it's gonna look like poo, and I'm gonna have to scrape it off. But see, it was Mod Podge, so it's like sealed, right? So it's not like it's gonna ruin the paper. That's my story. All right, let's see how this works. Let's see how it works. Yeah, this paper came from Doodlebugs in Jasper when we went, when our crazy crafting group went to Jasper last May. Oh, I hope this works. I hope it works, ladies. don't think there was any gentlemen on here. If there is, sorry. Gents. Okay, hold on. Am I doing this right? Somebody tell me if I'm doing this right. I don't even know. Who's done this before? I always see people do it. Do you ever see those craft pages that are like reels and they're like not in English? Like you'll see it's all like in Spanish or something, and they create such cool things, but I'm like, I don't know what you're saying because I can't understand you and I can't read what this says at the bottom. I should hit like translation. All right, you guys, now I know it's like really super thick down here, but I was just trying to get it all covered. Now I can probably just pull it back up, right? I just go over it and pull it back up, or just let it be thick. I don't know. Somebody help. Somebody help me know what I'm doing. It will work with just you. Thank you, Miss Rita. Oh, shoot. Well, we're about to find out because I'm about to lift it off. Okay, ready? Ready? Just like on Christmas Vacation. Joy to the world. The lights don't come on. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. You ready? Oh, thank you. You guys, that looks so cool. My gosh, hold on. Look. Oh, look how cool that is. Oh, I know. That does make me mad too. Oh my gosh, I love that. I almost feel like I want to go up here and do this one right up here. Because maybe that would be cool. If we did that one right there, but I would have to get that down like that, so. All right. Can I accelerate drying that? I don't know. That looks really cool, and I darken it up with some wax. All right, we're gonna put that right there, and I'm gonna try to tape this down up here and do this one little bird that's up on this one. That's really cool. Oop, okay, I'm gonna have to hold that one. I'm gonna have to hold this one because we won't get, if I don't hold it, our little bird will be up in the air. Like, he just doesn't care. We can't have that. Now, I feel like this is one of those things that you got to practice and then you'll get better at it. You know, like with anything. Like I tried to do, I contemplated, I'll show you when we get done with this. I contemplated doing some, I can dry it? Okay, cool. Doing some air dry clay and doing some sunflowers, like before I decided to use this paper. But I don't know, I'll have to show you the sunflowers. I've got them, but obviously I didn't use them. Okay, I gotta get my hand up here and hold that down. Sorry, it's right at the top of where that clip is, and it's kind of, I've got to kind of put a lot on here just to get it in there and then wipe it back, I guess. They always tell you not to do things for the first time on lives, but who are they anyway? Who are they anyway? Like, I'll live and you'll only live once, right? Just try it. Try the things. Try all the things. All right, I look like I'm literally like frosting a cupcake here. Literally frosting a cupcake here, friends. Got a lot going on here. Okay, I think I've got the bird. Good, I hope. I think it's right there. All right, let's remove this. Oh, you want to leave it white? Now that one didn't do as well. I mean, it's kind of carried over a little bit. Let me throw that thing right there. I guess I'm going to... I mean, it could be better. But up at the top, it kind of like smushed out a little bit because I couldn't have it out of... We all learned together, that's right. All right, let me dry it. Let me hold it back. So it's not at all perfect. I'll have to like try it and like, you know, wipe it back because like I said, it's kind of chunky looking. Like this bird kind of looks, I mean, he's all the way there. He's just a little, like these birds are much better than that one. He looks like he's missing part of his head, but it's really there. It's really there. So I don't know if I need to, who said, Miss Rita said leave it white. Can you see it though? I feel like the white, whoops, I feel like the white flowers make it kind of blend in. Maybe if I let it dry all the way and then put some, like, just go over it lightly with the chalk teeth. It'll just kind of darken it up a little bit so you'll see it a little bit better. So guys, I only got a few minutes left, but Miss Grania is up next with Queen Bee's Bits and Baubles. So you want to make sure you're in the Creative Clubhouse group. I don't know how long this takes to dry. I don't want to mess it up. That's all I know. But that was that's kind of fun, you guys. So you can see that bird right here. He looks like he's kind of got little waves. It's just like it's thicker. I got like a stroke across it, so he's got like this. He looks like he's got a little scarf on. And then the one down below here is a little bit thinner. They still look really cool. I like it. I'm just going to have to practice that a little bit more, you guys. Let's try that out. That's so fun. But I always see the people doing those with crafts. Now up here's not so much. I got to fix this one up here. So I'm going to take a little skewer. And you can see where I didn't have it down all the way, so it kind of went underneath. I think I can kind of pull it up a little, you know, that off because we put the Mod Podge on. So it's not like, and it's just on this one right here that it did it. You can pull that up though. But yeah, definitely would need to get more, like, a better tool. Obviously that probably is not the right tool. I have another like palette knife. I need to get one of those metal ones. Oh, it is sitting up pretty good though already. I think I can pull that off there. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too, whoa. The lid kind of went over. I was like, whoa. Let me try a little bit more. You can add a little paint to the spackle before you apply. Oh, I should remember that. I'll remember that next time. I could mix the spackle up and put a little, like a darker paint in it. Okay, okay. I like that. Hello, Miss Janice. Well, you guys, this is just a clipboard from an estate sale in Old Pharmacy. There's no clue. And we just painted it with the Waverly moss. We did moss, we did on the back as well. And then we just took some scrapbook paper, we Mod Podged it down there, and then we took some cinnamon and Mod Podged it and just, you know, grunged up the clip. Now, you could actually, then you could clip things to this, right? I mean, you could take your, let me just take a piece of paper, and you could just clip like something, like a little saying right in here, maybe something about birds or something. That would be cute, and you can even put something down here if you wanted to. If you wanted to. But check these out. There's tons of different things you can do with these. Some people have taken like and made a pocket at the bottom, and you could stick stuff in there and just make it decorative and just hang it up on the wall. Let's see, I would say you can do a magnet. Well, you could always glue a magnet and then put something that's magnetic on this, hang it up on the wall. Super cute. There's just all different things that you could do. But I think this is cute. So I'm going to let this sit though. I mean, I think I could do that little bit right there. Because I can't wait. I think I can do that a little bit. Let's see what it looks like. And we just take our little brush to it. Hold on. We got just a couple minutes. Let me just take the brush to it. Okay, let me see what it does. You guys know I'm out of paper towel. I got to get a piece of paper towel here to wipe it. Just kind of lightly wipe it. That's going to be cool, but I gotta get it. I want to let it set more because I want to go over this. But it's going to be cool because it's going to be dark. Look at it. You see it? Do you see it? Let me get up closer. I think that's going to be cool. All right, but I'm going to let it sit more because I don't want to ruin it. So I'll probably take a picture of it white, okay? You'll see that one part is already a little bit brown, but I'm going to leave it white and take the picture of it so I can post it. But I think that looks really cool. Maybe on the back, maybe I'll just play around with the stencil on the back where it's just solid and see what it looks like. Maybe I'll try that with some paint while I'm down here watching Miss Branya. You guys, my time is almost up. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please make sure you're in the Creative Clubhouse group because myself, Miss Jenny from Rose House Crafts, Miss Krista from Stand Tall Crafting, but she does have her own craft page called Crafts by Krista with the K's, and Miss Janice from Vintage Country Crafting are the hostesses for this group. So you guys, thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.